good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor and privilege to have this tremendous opportunity. I've known Ms. Jones, just like so many of us in the audience and at home, for a number of years, going back to my time as the director of the Recreation Department, when she steadfastly advocated for additional programs and services in the Scotland community, but also was dedicated in recognizing the importance that nonprofits play in the ecosystem of public health, of service delivery, and the important role that nonprofits play in being able to expand and do an even better job sometimes than the county in meeting communities where they are in a manner in which is culturally appropriate. And she also uniquely recognizes the alliance and the partnership that is so critically important among and between nonprofit organizations. And so when Nonprofit Village was established, it was truly a dream come true for many of us in the sector, because it carried out in real time through bricks and mortar and in a real place, a time and space for us to be able to gather as a community and collaborate. And as we know, nonprofit organizations in Montgomery County come in all shapes and sizes and have different levels of infrastructure and administrative support. And through Kim's leadership, that of the board and of the visionaries that started Nonprofit Village, we were able to raise all boats. And so we can't thank her enough for her dedication and leadership, especially these last few years, when all of us have been exhausted and overwhelmed and disoriented. Kim has really remained strong and has been a mentor to many nonprofit executives, not just here in Montgomery County, but across our region. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Councilmember Jawando to make some comments. He is joining us virtually today because, of course, he is recovering from a bout with COVID. Fortunately, he has told us he has had mild symptoms. He looks great, so let's hope that he's feeling better too. Councilmember Jawando.
Thank you, Council President. Hopefully you can hear me. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kim. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be with you in person. Thankful for the technology and our great team at the council that enables me to be here virtually. I am doing better and mild symptoms, and appreciate the compliment, Councilmember Alvarez. So Kim, so happy for you. When I was so glad that we were able to do this proclamation, and as I'm sure you'll hear, you've already heard from Councilmember Alvarez, and you'll hear from other colleagues and other speakers. You are a force, and a force for good. And as you embark on this next chapter of your life, it's only appropriate that we honor the incredible work that you've done as CEO of Nonprofit Village, helping support, as was mentioned, the great tapestry and infrastructure that supports our residents. And you are just as much a part of that as anybody. And Nonprofit Village has thrived under your leadership. And I'm going to highlight just a couple of accomplishments. You changed the trajectory of more than 1,500 charitable organizations over the last 10 years, 1,500. You've funded, and that's through a combination of philanthropic, corporate, and individual contributions. You've shifted your business model. We always say that nonprofits are businesses, and to a proven success method of one-on-one coaching and small group learning. And now you've built capacity and have served as a model for other folks who are seeking to build capacity. You're serving more than 200 organizations each year, and your membership has increased from 6 to more than 40 organizations. Oh, and by the way, revenue up 450%. Yeah, I wish, these are numbers that we should run a model here. There's so many more things. I see people clapping for this, so I'm going to pause and let them clap for you. There are certainly many more things we can highlight about your 10 years, but I just want to say personally, I just thank you for your tireless commitment, your sacrificial commitment. That's why I'm really actually feel two ways about this. I'm happy that you're doing something else. I'm sad for our community, but I'm happy for you personally, because I know you've given a lot to this organization and to every organization that you've helped nurture and grow. But you have to take care of yourself as well. And I know you're not going far, and we love you and we're so thankful for you. So thank you. I'll turn it back to Councilmember Alvarez to moderate other colleagues and the speakers, and I'm going to stick around, of course, but just thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Councilmember Jawando. And in a moment, for the picture, we're going to ask all of the cheering audience to come for a picture with Ms. Jones. But I am going to jointly read the proclamation with Councilmember Jawando now, and then we will hear from Ms. Jones herself. So, Councilmember Jawando, do you have the proclamation in front of you?
I do. Do you want me to start?
Go ahead.
Okay. Whereas Kim Jones has been the CEO of Nonprofit Village since 2012, and during that time, she expanded their capacity by creating innovative programs that led to nonprofit growth in a collaborative environment for nonprofit members. And
whereas Ms. Jones raised the visibility of the nonprofit village and changed the business model to better serve small nonprofits, advocated for an inclusive and equitable sector, and created a board diversity program that is modeled by other organizations. And
whereas, in addition to her extensive accomplishments as CEO of Nonprofit Village, Ms. Jones founded and directed 2 nonprofits focused on international business and minority outreach, and she also has served as an ambassador for small nonprofit organizations. And
whereas her many awards and accolades include Maryland's Top 100 Women, the Community Builder Award for the Maryland Black Chamber of Commerce, the Distinguished Graduate Award from Leadership Montgomery, and the inaugural Girl Legacy Award from Community Bridges. And take us home, Councilmember Jawando.
Whereas Ms. Jones is a passionate leader who believes that sharing knowledge, resources, and best practices help make nonprofits sustainable. She leaves a legacy at Nonprofit Village that will last for years to come. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County hereby extends best wishes and heartfelt thanks to Ms. Kim Jones for her 10 years of outstanding service as CEO of Nonprofit Village. And be it further resolved that we share our deepest gratitude for the invaluable impact she has made throughout Montgomery County. Presented on this day, the 19th of May, in the year 2022, signed by myself and the Council President on behalf of all of our colleagues. Congratulations, Kim.
Yay. We're going to let her compose herself a little bit. I got emotional too, and we're going to now invite her to say some words.
Thank you so much. Whew. Thank you so much, Councilmember Albornoz, and all the council members. Councilmember Jawando, this is overwhelming. I realize now that long hours matter because it makes impact, and sometimes we have to do the things that are necessary in order to continue to make impact. There's a lot of people to thank. I'm not alone in this. First, my family is here. My husband, Kevin, my son, Brett, who watched me kind of do this, and now I see my son with his work, kind of staying up late at night, and I say, you shouldn't do that. And I realized, okay, I guess I was the model. Board members, Daniel Perez here, Lori Edberg is here. I don't think there's any other board members, but my colleagues have been tremendous in this time over the last 10 years. My current colleague, Wenbin Lee, who is amazing and takes the load off of me a lot of times. And before her, I think a lot of you know Tom Colling, who was just incredible for a number of years. And I thought, I couldn't have had a better teammate, so thank you. Some of our tremendous consultants, Dr. Valentine, Louis Flax, are here, partners from MC-EDC, Lynn Benzion. There's just so many people, and this isn't done in a vacuum. Capacity building is hard, and capacity building takes a lot of collaboration. So I appreciate all of the collaboration. I appreciate the fact that so many organizations are there with us to help do this work. And I was very proud to lead this. It was Jeffrey Slavin who brought me to the board of the Nonprofit Village when it was first established, and several years later invited me to apply for the position. And so I've kind of been stuck with the organization since you brought me in, Jeffrey. So thank you very much for allowing me to do this work. Some of it is a little black girl magic, I think, sometimes. You know, the sisterhood that has been around me has been instrumental in the work that I do, and it every day demonstrates to me that there are people there to support you, to help you in knowing that the work that you do can be tremendously powerful, and you can even do so much more with the support of that sisterhood and with a little less time spent on nonsense. So sometimes I have to get the nonsense out of the way. But I appreciate the opportunity to do this. I think, Dorothy, I can announce. So I'm not going far. I am actually going to be joining the team at Montgomery College at the Nonprofit Institute. So I will be doing capacity building still, and doing it from a different angle, from an academic angle. And I'm very proud to join that team. And we've partnered with the college over the years so many times, and now I'll just be on the other side. So I'll be right down the street. And I'm very excited about that opportunity. But I appreciate the chance to do this work, to get to know everybody, and I couldn't have asked for better council members over these years, because it was such, I was saying to Councilmember Rice, this was such an easy discussion to have about what we do, and they always ask the right questions. Can you show us the evidence of the work that you've done? And that's why we're so data oriented. But thank you for all the support over the years, and I'll look forward to continuing to work with you just in a different capacity. Thank you again.